Hey everyone, I'm Nick from No Ways Way Productions. A little bit of a background change. We got our new No Ways Way studio. As you might have seen in our Instagram and Twitter, I will link that down below. Thank you so much for the feedback on our card throwing video. With that, we had a bunch of requests to do a tutorial. So I'm hoping I can answer some of your questions today. I'm gonna try to give you guys some tips and tricks to improve your card throwing. So let's jump right into it. All right guys, so I'm gonna start off with the handling of the playing cards and how I like to hold them when I'm throwing them. So what I like to do is if you look at a playing card, look at the top left corner, and I like to put that corner in between my index finger and my middle finger. So I grip it just like that. And I also grip with my thumb on this side and my ring finger and my pinky finger on the other side. Also, when you're throwing these, I like to whip my wrist, and that's what makes the card release. I don't actually let go of the card. I'm letting actually all the momentum take the card out of my hand. The cards that I use in this video are called Banshees. These are professional throwing cards. They're made out of plastic, but they feel like normal playing cards. These are cool because they have cutouts in them, which make them whistle when they go through the air. Also, on the other side, they have a measuring system, so you can see how deep you actually go into a target. So I'm gonna link these down in the description below. If you're starting to get serious about card throwing, I really recommend getting these. These things fly really well. All right, so what I like to do is the way I throw my card is I like to put it in my hand, just like we talked about. So I like to use that grip. And then anyone who's ever thrown a ball, a baseball, also a frisbee definitely helps with the flicking motion of your hand. What you do is you wind up and you're gonna throw it like you do a ball. And then at the end you flick. And that flick is like as if you're gonna throw a frisbee. Because normally when someone gets a pack of cards, you tell them to throw a card, they'll throw it like this, as if they're gonna, that works to an extent, but you really get the power from that full wind up and that flick at the end. That flick is what does it. That's what gets me the really fast rotation and ability to stick into objects and have really brute force when throwing playing cards. Also, make sure you're really careful with this because playing cards can be really dangerous. You can cut people, as you've seen in my previous videos.
Are you even focusing on it?
So, when you wind up and throw your card, when you're gonna throw it with your right hand, if you're throwing with your right hand, mirror if you're throwing with your opposite, you're gonna wind up, throw the card, step forward with your left foot. I like to step forward with my left foot and get you more power. If you want the most power, you're gonna put your whole body into it. Make sure you put your whole body into it. It's like throwing a punch or throwing a baseball. You're gonna wanna step forward with your left foot and put your whole body into that playing card. So when you throw it, it's gonna go really fast. And with the spin is gonna increase the whip. Everything has to come together to get that full power from the playing card. All right, now moving on to accuracy. So a lot of you had a question about if I was accurate during that video. Yes, it did take me 2 or 3 tries to cut that banana or cut celery in half, but it didn't take a bunch of tries. It all comes with practice. Anything comes with, you have to practice to be good at it. Card throwing, definitely. I spent like a total of 2 years picking up playing cards off my bedroom floor from constant practice. You know, you just gotta pick an object, aim, and try to hit it. So say if I would like to hit the camera, you would aim and you would hit the lens on the camera. Now, what I find with aiming is when I throw my cards, this is gonna be different for everybody. This is all preference. But when I throw my card, I like to aim at my object, and this is the first card I throw it and see where my card lands. Normally, my card will go up a little bit and over to the right of the object that I'm aiming at. So say if I'm gonna throw the card at the camera, I would throw the card and it would go up and to the right of the camera. Now you need to adjust yourself. What I do is I like to aim lower, and I like to aim over to the left and down a little bit. So now when I throw over to the left, I find an object or something in that area, and I'll throw to that area and the card will go up and hit my camera, hopefully. That's what I normally do when I'm throwing. So that's how I aim. That's the whole aiming process. Also with your feet, what I like to do is point the left foot forward, point it at the object you want to throw, just as if you would do baseball. They teach you this in baseball practice. You want to point the foot to where you're going to throw, and that's where you throw. So I point the foot, put my whole body into it like we talked before, and throw the card a little bit lower and to the left of my object, and hopefully the card will hit. Make sure you keep all those things in mind when throwing your cards. Stay safe and make sure to practice. All right, guys, so that wraps up our tutorial. I hope I answered all of your questions. If you have any more questions or anything to say, leave them in the comments below. I try to get to all of them. And if you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We come out with short films, crazy videos like the card throwing ones, and tutorials like we're doing right now. So I hope to see you guys again soon.